I'm a student of the Bible and also a student of Gary Wayne, whose book I recommended in Part 8, The Genesis 6 Conspiracy, in which he ties together a lot in biblical history, eschatology, prehistory, history, and mythology to help us understand what happened before, what's happening now, and where all this is likely going. I watch all of his interviews that I can find. And recently he said something that struck me, which caused me to add to my videos. It's a missing piece with regards to the earthly kings that I've been fussing about. And I know we're used to kings and that they're portrayed positively to us, but are they positive? Have they been historically? Not in reality, not really. Aren't kings referred to as beasts in the Bible and prophecy? They are in Daniel and in Revelation. And they even have horns, kind of like a bull or the devil or a unicorn in the Bible. And I also mentioned that the British monarchy is the largest landowner in the world, but who are the others? Who are the others? Let's see. They're almost all kings. Almost all kings, you see. Yeah. And what did Satan offer to Jesus again? All the kingdoms. Gary Wayne had said in an interview that earthly king concept is not natural. And how could it be if God created the earth and gave Adam dominion? How could all these kings be landowners? It's a violation of the natural order of creation. It's adverse to our religion and the old Jewish religion because the king concept didn't happen in our religion until Saul. Gary mentioned that it's a polytheist concept starting with the Nephilim and came before that. And that is how they imposed the kingship concept of divine right to rule in pantheism and paganism, and that its very origin is of fallen angels and Nephilim. And they use these sacred scientists that come from the fallen angels through Cain to implement it. They pervert this sacred science knowledge and make it secret now through all their secret societies. But they also do project it onto society in various ways through false religions, literature. One example is Shakespeare or Francis Bacon, the Freemason, in which all of the plays he wrote conflate the Bible, politics, and mythology so that people get completely confused and mix up the two. And more recently through media, news, movies, music, and for music we have given that example in detail in Grimes. And what they project is a form of Gnosticism. So the sacred sciences, for example, are philosophy, and Shakespeare is an example of that. In other texts and phony ideas that make no sense and aren't true. Rhetoric, which an example would be politics and fake news. Astrology, space, and the globe crap. Geometry, which is incorporated into Freemasonry and architecture. And this concept of being not natural is why the biblical kings were usually wicked. And other themes following wicked kingship would be require worship of the king himself, idol worship, sexual perversion, subjugation and control of the people, subduing people with drugs or pharmakia, enslavement, and eventually they wind up requiring human and child sacrifice. And these attributes progressively get worse as they impose all these things, as we could see with the collapse of the cultures in the Americas, such as the Mayans, Aztecs, Chaco Canyon natives, and more. And we do see that now coming back again globally, and increasingly so, and it's speeding up. And I'm making these videos so that we can recognize it and reject it. To do so is to honor your Creator, the Most High God, and do it, because why wouldn't you want to come out on top? Thank you.